Am I visible?
Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. B.
Good evening, Mr. Malao. Good evening, Daniel. How are you, Daniel?
Good evening, Daniel.
I'm very good, and how are you, sir?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
How are you, Daniel? Good evening, Daniel.
Yes, it's so good to connect again as after the excitement that we had last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just checking if everyone is fine, and then we can bring our faces. Just watch out if you've got background noises, please. Yeah, we are going live now. We are already live, actually. We're just taking out the picture now so that we can all come in and everybody can see us. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
You have feedback, Mr. B?
I should sit back.
No, you have feedback, audio feedback.
I have feedback. Let me see. How is it now?
Well, let's continue. We'll tell you if we pick up anything.
Yes, let us continue. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Thanks to everybody that has joined us online. We truly appreciate, and we welcome you to the first of our live streams. We are calling these live stream talks. Okay. Here in this program, we are going to be discussing issues related to the upcoming Rustenburg Film Festival, which is going to be held on the it's going to be held between 2023 up to 26th of September. So we are going to be using this platform to give more information to the followers of the festival, and at the same time, just keep everybody up to date with what is going on. So we are very happy and excited to be here with our first 1, 2, 3. I'm sure others are going to join us. There's Babe Sophie Masuche trying to join us, but it says device not connected. So just check your device, Babe Sophie. We will let you in during the course of the talk. So just check your device. We will take it away. We don't want to waste time, and we're going to take it away. We've got. Well, I'm not alone this side. I've got a friend who is our coordinator, our online coordinator, Rutzima. That's him there. But he has chosen to hide his face, which is good. He remains a very mysterious person. But he's going to assist me. There, I think we hear his voice. You see? Now he's even muted his mic. He's a mysterious character, that one.
Good evening, good people.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Now,
So,
my camera is misbehaving. You will see me out of the camera.
Nice one. It's fine. You can remain like that. It's a nice face that you have on. So our friend Rutzima is going to be one of the coordinators during the festival. Even now, he's going to be assisting me so that in case my internet drops, he can take over that side. So we have our trusted festival director, Mr. Malao, over there. He's going to do most of the talking today. How are you, Mr. Malao?
I'm good, thanks, and you, Mr. B?
I am very good. We have a special guest, Daniel. I thought, you know.
Hello.
Hi, Daniel. So I thought, you know, we are people in the industry, you know. So being in film and television requires drama for people to watch. So I wanted us to start off with some drama. Daniel has some drama that that he wants to share with us.
Go ahead,
What
Mark.
is
Go
it,
ahead.
Daniel? Is it a customer complaint or a drama or a concern? So maybe first of all, so that we don't keep you any longer than we have to, Daniel.
No.
Take it away. Take it away. Tell us what. First of all, give us a background. How long you have been attending the Rustenburg Film Festival, and then go to your query, because I believe you have a query somewhere.
I started to attend. Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Daniel from Tembisa. So, hello, Mr. B. Hello, Mr. Malao. And hello
Hi,
to
hi.
my mysterious person, Mr.
This one here.
Hello.
Yes, I started to attend the Rustenburg Festival last year. So I got a link from a friend of mine. So she didn't make it to go there last year, but I'm the one who managed to go there. And when I get there in the first time, like people were so surprised and say, "Okay, you come all the way from Gauteng to come here." I said, "Man, there are a lot of things that I need to learn because this festival, it doesn't mean you just go there for fun. You go there to learn something. You go there to see what other things have been done like in this industry because I'm not an old person in this industry. I started, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. You mean
Yes.
like you started 3 years ago in filming industry or attending the Rustenburg Film Festival?
No, film industry. So Rustenburg
Wonderful.
Film Festival, I started to attend last year.
Okay. Okay.
It was my
That's
first
cool.
year in 2020.
Oh, wonderful. How did you find it? Maybe let's start from there. Did you benefit? Did you waste your time coming all the way from Gauteng? How was the experience?
Experience was so good and I benefited a lot as much as I'm willing to come again this year. And definitely I'll have something to submit. So that's what made me see, oh, I've learned. So let me try to see if I can create a movie and something so that this year, then I'm the one to submit also. I think maybe 2 or 3 I can submit like.
That would be nice. 3 projects. We welcome projects, actually. Our call for submission is currently open. So we are still
Yeah.
we're still accepting films. We are going to give more details at a later stage, of course, during this interview. So for now, tell us then what happened. What issues do you have? Because I believe you have an issue with the submission.
Yes, I sent it the email because submission I think is too little. The time is too little. So when I check in the first place after seeing that there is a submission, I didn't find the direct site. So when I find the direct site, and then I was so surprised to find the closing date is on the 9th. So I then sent it the email and say, why is so quick to close for the submissions? So I wanted to know about that one because it seems like other projects are still maybe running and then they may not reach that time for submission.
Now I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so we are going to try and assist you today, Daniel, because you are very loyal and faithful, and you've joined us since last year. I'm hoping that this man here is going to make a plan for you. Okay, but before he makes a plan for you, just stay with us,
Okay, Mr.
Daniel.
P.
Yeah, just stay with us. We want to give over to our festival director to give us an introduction and just a brief highlight of everything, what is going on. Yeah, Mr. Malau, you know that famous thing.
Okay.
Okay, you are not on mute anymore.
No, thanks very much, Mr. P. Yeah, last year we had a very exciting festival, which actually went far beyond our wildest expectations. It was quite interesting to see people rock up at the festival, and I was actually even more surprised to see our online attendance. It was really good. So, in as much as last year we had an interesting program, this year it's gonna be something much more improved. We have learned years from last year, and this year we are taking it. We have now opened a call for submissions, and RFF 2021 is gonna be more exciting. We have a lot of workshops and seminars compared to last year. In actual fact, last year we had workshops running from one conference room from the beginning to the end of the festival. This year we are going to have basically 3 conference rooms running 3 different types of workshops and seminars concurrently. So filmmakers are going to be spoiled for choice this year. So yeah, we have definitely this year taken it a step higher, and we hope for even those people who attended the festival last year will get to benefit far much more than they have.
Yeah, indeed. Mr. Kia, if you can just move a little bit, I think your internet might be betraying you. I don't know whether it's internet or it's load shedding. That place in Rustenburg suffers a lot of load shedding. I don't know why there's so much load shedding that side. We have somebody. Who is this? Yvonne. Okay. Oh, Mr. Kia is back. So sorry, you got a bit frozen there. So maybe you can continue. You were still on it.
I was basically done when I said that this year we are hoping that people who attended the festival last year and those that are going to be coming for the first time this year will benefit far much more than the previous years, and a need for them to attend on going forward in the next years to come. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, that is good. Thank you so much for that. But you have to give dates, man, because we don't know when is it happening. Because now, is it next week or when is the festival?
I thought you said it in your intro from the 20th.
People are always late. So someone who came in late did not hear that. So let's discuss the dates and why those specific dates.
23rd to the 26th of September. Yeah, 2021. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, on the 23rd, we are going to have our opening. and then which we are planning a red carpet event and a premiere of a film. And then on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, we are going to have workshops and seminars running. Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of the workshops that are going to be running, maybe let us sort of give people a taste of what to expect in terms of the program, what we, what we have this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a brief highlights. Maybe we can go through and discuss in brief what is that one going to entail, Mr. Malau?
Well, the SA film industry landscape, we are going to have different film organizations in South Africa, and that are going to be telling us about what role are they playing in the industry, and where we are as the film industry in South Africa, and where we are going as a film industry in South Africa. And it will be very interesting to see the challenges that other filmmakers within the country are facing. Because sometimes we have this thing that because we are in the Northwest, we are probably facing this type of challenges alone. So it will be interesting to hear what KZN, what Gauteng, what Western Cape filmmakers are having, like in a form of challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we are, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, that one. Here we're gonna have different institutions that are helping us as film, that are funding us, helping us with funds to fund our films in the country. Now, there's quite a few of them, and they will be discussing with us how to go about accessing that particular finance and how should we go about it. Yeah, basically that it's gonna be that. And I know that that one will be attended by a lot of people, because a lot of us, we need money to fund our films.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to help you as well. So we are going to have SA film organizations, which will look at the main film organizations in South Africa. And, because as a filmmaker, you need to be part of an organization, because these organized bodies, they can help, they lobby on behalf of filmmakers. So we are hoping to be joined by top film organizations in SA, like your Writers Guilds, your IBFC, your Association of Cinematographers, your SASFEDs, and all the industry organizations. We are going to send out invites and hope that they come and talk about what they do, so that the filmmakers can understand what they do and know, and sort of know where to belong to. Okay. So Mr. Malau, we are going to move on to that one. I think that one you want to take it, because it's very interesting to you, this one.
Yeah, no, this one we are still talking. There's actually quite a number of big production companies that we are still talking to, and I know once we have finalized on who's coming, the minute we start.
Yeah, I think Mr. Malawi is frozen again. Are you frozen, or it's me who is frozen? Now I'm not sure anymore. Mr. Malau. Okay, so what Mr. Malau was explaining, I think we are still in the process of getting people on board here in terms of who is going to do this particular presentation, developing an attractive TV concept, because a lot of people have ideas out there, but they, you always need sort of a method, approach to developing your concept. So we are hoping to attract top people that have helped in the industry, that are practicing. The idea is to bring them, and they basically tell us how to do that part, how to develop an attractive TV concept. So please join us. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be very, very beneficial, so that you are able to turn those stories into, when you pitch to your broadcasters, they will believe and they will know that you've done some research. The art of film budgeting, many filmmakers, they battle with developing a budget and the ability to cover, things that are required in a film budget. We are going to get a specialist as well. By the way, we are not the ones that do training in this institution. Are we? Are we the ones that do training, or we get professionals, Mr. Malao?
No, we get specialists in these things, we get specialists in these things, and it is very, very important, because you see, a lot of filmmakers, when they work on projects, sometimes a lot of times they tend to under budget their film, and when they get good going, they get into trouble, they mess up a lot of things when it comes to budgeting. Yeah. So we saw it fit that we dedicate a session to a film budgeting. Now, this particular workshop will cover a lot of things. We'll cover like your micro budget filmmaking budgets, and up to your big budget filmmaking. So that's mainly the intention of it. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything there, Mr. B.
No, I think you've covered it. But there's more. We have quite a lot.
Yeah.
There's micro budget filmmaking itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. There's micro budget filmmaking itself as a workshop, the art of making films for a reasonable amount. We will not say shoestring budget, but if you want to start producing content, it is good to aspire to have 10 million or 15 million to make your film, but that approach usually leads to a lot of delays. So if you can master the art of micro budget filmmaking, making movies, making good quality movies, and we are going to get to other workshops that talk to this, making good quality movies for a reasonable amount of money, then we are going to see a lot of output. We are going to see a lot of films being produced. Okay, whenever you make something more affordable, it's gonna get some audience. You're gonna be able to cover a lot. Okay. Then there's production design. Production design. By the way, whilst we are here, Mr. Malao, let us talk to what informed the development of some of these programs. Did we just dream these programs from somewhere, or there's some things that influenced that? Okay, let's have a workshop like this, because maybe people want to know why are you saying you'll need production design? Why this one? Why not that one?
Yeah, actually what we did is that we didn't just wake up, keep the blankets and say, no production design. We at the back of it all, we conducted a survey. It was online. It had a few questions that people had to answer. And when we sat on and thought about it, we then saw it important that we should introduce some of these things. I mean, if you think about it, since the festival started, we have never had a session about production design. And production design it's key in filmmaking. Yeah. So there was a full survey that was conducted that informs most of the decisions that we had to take on preparing for the 2021 session of the festival.
Wonderful. Let me talk about this one, because I know I'm very fascinated with documentary filmmaking these days. Here we are, and apparently we have confirmed someone. We have confirmed a facilitator for this particular workshop. And you're hoping that all things stay the same. We are going to be graced by the presence of the Honorable Enva, Mr. Enva Samuel. He is going to be discussing documentary filmmaking. But Mr. Malau, do you mind just taking us through the people that are watching at home? What is the importance of documentary filmmaking?
You see, documentaries are very important. In that, with documentaries, a lot of time we just a second. Yeah, with documentaries, a lot of time they are not expensive to produce, and you don't need even a lot of crew behind you, And mainly documentaries, like people can just grab a camera and go and tell a story of what is of the current events. Like, for instance, the other day, I was looking at, I forgot his name, the producer of that Americana documentary that won an award. Yeah, I mean,
Rehad, I think it's
Rehad. Yeah. Look, he just took a camera and did it, and there it was, voila, he won an award. And to think about it, there are so many stories that we can tell in our backgrounds. I mean, if I just have to give an example, one can just take his camera and go and film story about maybe Bukhosi Bakomotsing, or about their heritage. There's just a lot that we can do with documentaries. Now, it is important because they are also very cheap, if I have to use that word, to film. So yeah, I thought that would be one of the easy ways for people to also be able to access the film industry by telling their stories through documentary.
Absolutely, Mr. Malau. You know what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to see if I can play this trailer, Enva, just so that people can get a taste of what's coming, because I think it's important to just show, a little bit, just a little bit, little bit. Huh? Can I do that?
Yeah, no, do that.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's somewhere on YouTube. There we go. Right.
The African National Congress is an alternative force, and it's just a matter of time before the ANC becomes the government in South Africa.
That was a major shock to have someone shot like that, and in such a cowardly manner.
La France a été choquée, vraiment choquée.
Dulcie must have been on to something. To assassinate an 80 person in a foreign country is a very big decision for these guys. They could do it in Africa, and they did it quite a lot.
Pourquoi on l'a tuée, elle?
Why?
Why Dulcie at that time?
C'est la vraie question. C'est pas qui, c'est la question pourquoi.
A cold case brought to life. South Africa had made a deal with France for nuclear power. So from the 70s onwards, we were monitoring South Africa's nuclear weapon capability.
Our nuclear program is a huge secret, probably the biggest secret.
R$500 billion was spent between the mid-70s and the early 1990s. If Dulcie September had stumbled across the network of money and weapons and intelligence agents that were supporting the apartheid regime at the time, there's no doubt that she would have been an obstacle to some of those powerful players.
We found that a 17-kilogram bomb was placed on the door of our office, timed to blow us up on Monday morning at 9.
The apartheid regime had agents all over. You had to be looking over your shoulder all the time.
There was definitely decisions made about targets. People were actually on type of a target list.
30 years of searching for answers.
My subjectivity with regard to who I thought that the enemy was, namely the evil racist white minority regime in Pretoria, actually hampered my search for truth. I was chasing right-wing death squads and not looking at the left wing at all for years.
She's investigating something at a time when the entire apartheid edifice is falling apart. And I think that's a particularly dangerous moment to be asking questions.
She might have been onto something that wasn't wanted, known then, and perhaps is still not wanted to be known.
Today, the search continues.
We need to question who profited most from her murder.
Murder in Paris.
Wow.
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. You know, absolutely beautiful. I think there's something about this gentleman and how he makes documentaries. I've been following his documentaries for some time now. I think he did Timol Inquest, if you remember that one, Indians Can't Fly. And up to now, he just has been at it, you know. Yeah. So let us continue. Let us continue with our. Let us continue with our program, because we need to give people these highlights. Eh? Yeah, absolutely. So the next one, script writing. That's going to be offered this year.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to talk to that a bit?
Yeah, no. Although this year we haven't really confirmed who's going to be running this workshop. Last year we had Sehomona Isa, and she did a sterling job on this one. We've got 2 sessions on script writing, but I think the other one will come. But let me just talk to this one, script writing 101. Now, script writing 101 is where we basically get to workshop those new people who really wants to get into writing films. They get workshops on the basics of script writing, the basics of a story, how to build your characters and the like. So if you really want to become a writer and you haven't really started, you don't know where to start, it's gonna be at your best interest to attend script writing 101 during the festival. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then moving on, we've got this one, pitching your ideas. Yo, how many of these workshops do we have this year? Yeah,
it's quite a lot. Quite a lot. In actual fact, that particular one, pitching your workshop, pitching your ideas. We are currently talking to broadcasters. I know we have started talking to Mnet and the SABC to come and run this particular workshop. You know, it's important because, you know, once you get that particular skill of pitching your idea to broadcasters, you can go anywhere in the world and be able to pitch your story to even the big boys in the industry. So yeah, if you are that producer that really wants to be going around pitching stories, you know, to your potential partners, this would be the best workshop to attend. Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to have fundamentals of film producing. This is more like an introduction to producing. So for your new producers, they're going to learn the basics of film production. And we have secured a very energetic young man who won some awards in international film festivals as far as the United Kingdom, who is going to be coming to facilitate this particular workshop. So basically this year there's everything for everyone, right? And we've got even this one. I love this particular workshop. So I'm going to take it away. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it, Kia. I'm going to mute you because I can mute you here. No, because I want to talk about this one. I really want to talk about.
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
you know, with our young people especially coming onto this new wave of influencing and content creation, you know, we are trying to help here to assist them create their content in a more professional way, you know, so that when you create your content, whether you're taking pictures or you're doing video content production for web, you have to do it in a proper way, in a professional way, so that, you know, you can obviously have a diligent following and make the most of it. Okay. So we'll not really say much in terms of who is going to facilitate that for now, because we are in talk with very big guys that have been in that industry for a long time and they have a lot to offer. So you can talk about this one, Mr. Malao, if you can.
Packaging an attractive TV concept. Yeah, this one as well. We are talking to some big production company. As soon as we confirm with them, then we'll be able to freely say who's going to be running this particular workshops. And packaging an attractive TV concept, it's going to be a very interesting workshop, because most of us would have very good ideas, would write a very good script, do everything, and everything would look nice. But then the packaging part of it, it's always a challenge. It's always a challenge. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's one. And you know, this is one workshop that we would like to attend every single time when you see it. You know, when people talk about packaging, you know, it changes every time, you know. So you'd like to be part of such workshops every time, so that you can get to see basically where the industry is going in terms of packaging your stories and sending them to the right channels.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Before we continue with the presentation of our programs, Mr. Malao, if you can allow me, there is somebody in the studio. I hope they're going to come in. But each time I go to them, they look like they're sleeping. So I don't know what to do, because whether it's internet issues. Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne.
Hi.
You have got a rural internet.
Issue. Remember, I'm from.
Because you keep freezing, and then it keeps putting a picture of you sleeping, you know, and it looks unprofessional. This is a professional broadcast, so I kick you out of the studio if you look like you're sleeping, you know. Yvonne, please tell us.
I wanted to speak actually, but then
Yes. The floor is yours. You can speak now.
Yeah,
Finally.
you wanted me to tell you what?
I wanted us you to tell us
no, but
who you are, what you do.
My name is Yvonne Nzomi. I am from the rural province. I am the program manager of the Rustenburg Film Festival. I was Film Festival last, and it was nice. But I need to this thing, speak about the I'm very passionate about this school.
So let just hold on. Let me mute you a little bit. Let me tell you how you sound like, okay? What people are actually hearing and what people are seeing, because of your internet is very bad. So that's why I had to stop you. It sound like this. My name is and I'm the and then I was asked last year, and that is very uncomfortable for the people that are watching. Trust, because it sounds like you're on auto tune as well. Your voice. So we're going to keep you. We're going to park you there at the studio. Just keep listening until your internet gets better. We'll come back to you. Ne? See, this one is a very strict radio DJ. I want to go back to important people now. The ones that have got stronger internet. While Yvonne fixes up her internet, Mr. Malao, we've got another session here. I know you want to talk about this one.
Yeah, no, this one is interesting because we can surely confirm that we have partnered with Canon on this one, and the workshops, this particular workshop is going to be run by Canon. And to also make it interesting, there's going to be a prize to be won on this workshop. Now, we partnered with Canon simply because most of us, when we entered the industry, we used Canon products. And for me personally, I'm a big fan of Canon, and I know Mr. B, you have used Canon basically all your life in all your films.
My first film, actually, funny you should say that. My first film, no, not my first film. Yeah, my first film was in 2010. It was a 7-minute film called Wrong Call. I shot it on a Canon. I think it was a Canon 7D. Yeah, it was a 7D. And then also in 2011, a film that I did for Mnet, Mzansi Magic, back when they were called bubblegum films. Also, I shot it on a Canon 7D. So it's exciting.
And then you went on to your Canon 5D Mark III.
And then I went on to the Canon 5D Mark III. So I think what I can say, if I just to add on this particular workshop, why are we bringing a giant like Canon to the festival? Because we realize that most of the filmmakers that we appeal to, they might not have massive budgets. So we thought, okay, so with the introduction of DSLR mirrorless cameras, and of course, but Canon is by no means the only camera out there, but they're the quickest ones that responded to the call to come to the festival. we believe that they are going to assist in helping our filmmakers to develop quality productions using very affordable tools, you know, because those cameras, they're not the cheapest, but they, for a small amount of money, you can really get something which, if you maximize it, you can get brilliant picture quality. So that's what we are trying to do with this workshop. Let me not talk too much, because Canon is going to speak a lot to that. So we move on to this other interesting workshop that we are going to have. This one, we all know the FPB, right? Film and Publication Board. Okay, so they are responsible for, the way I understand FPP, and they are going to preempt and say exactly what they do properly. But the way I understand it is they are there to protect the children, what the kids watch. So they are responsible for rating the films. But I think their main focus is to protect the kids, because they put those ratings so that everybody knows that, oh, this content is for this age going there, this is this age going there. And of course, they also give additional elements, like they can tell you this film contains prejudice, contains sexual violence, contains nudity, so that if those kind of things, they offend you, then you will avoid watching that particular film. But I may have lied totally, because I don't work there. But they will tell us when they come. Is that so, Mr. Malau?
Absolutely. And they do not only do films, né? They also classify games and a lot of online content as well. And they also do distribution as well. You know, that we get the licenses there and for distribution and yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So they are more like a statutory body. So it's important for you to make sure you're properly registered if you want to distribute, to become an exhibitor. If you want to sell DVDs, you have to be registered by them, so that you avoid getting in trouble. Okay, moving on. Now, writing masterclass. So this one is part of a bigger masterclass that we have this year, Mr. Malau. We have a very, very big masterclass this year, which is only going to be open to a limited number of people. I think we are taking 20 maximum for a film masterclass, filmmaking masterclass. So jam-packed 2 days. You come to the festival, you get taught the fundamentals of filmmaking, like writing masterclass, which is going to be like a full day, completed the following day, directing, which will be like another full day, and also another day. And after that, it doesn't end there. After that, these people that will be in this program are expected to create short films and 1 feature film. Okay, so just look out on our social media pages. We're going to open a call and invite people to apply, because we can only take maximum 20 people there, unfortunately. So yeah, let me give Mr. Malau this one.
Oh yes, yeah, African collapse in film and TV. This is quite interesting, Mr. P. You know, most of us we have done some work in within the SADC region as well. You know, I've recently been involved in the production in Lesotho, and I know as well you have also produced something in Botswana, which went on to play on South African screens as well. But with my personal experience, I've had few challenges, you know, especially in countries where South Africa does not have a co-production agreement, you know. So yeah, I think that particular experience sort of paved the way for us to have this particular workshop where we can say where we are going to invite actually different film commissions or film bodies across the continent, you know, to say how do we find each other, you know. I mean, if I come from the northwest province of South Africa, going to film in Lesotho or going to Gaborone or Namibia, what's in it for me? How do I get to access all that I need to access when I'm in that country? And at the same time, the reverse should apply, you know. So I think, yeah, when they come on board, then they will also be able to tell us for it. If I go to Botswana, if I go to Namibia and film, what help is there that I can be able to access from the film bodies that side? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And of course, the Festival of Northwest is very close to your heart, Mr. Melawa. We know that you have been at this for the longest of time, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
No wonder why you would have a workshop like this.
No, first as a film destination. Yeah, you know, this one is interesting. You know, we are saying let us position the Northwest province to become an international film destination, you know. And this particular workshop will go on to also say, how do we then package our province in such a way that it is appealing to the global film market, you know. We've been very fortunate here in this province that we have had a lot of international productions coming to film here, you know. So I think that is a plus to us, you know. But then again, the question is, how do we leverage on Northwest being a film destination, you know? So yeah, so I think it's going to be a very interesting discussion because we are hoping to have different film commissions here as well, and our tourism body as well, where we are going to be discussing and even sharing what we have as a province that can actually appeal to filmmakers from across the country and attract them to come and film in the Northwest province.
Wonderful.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting panel discussion.
I mean, just to add on to what you're saying, really, film tourism is very, very key. And I do not know why there isn't so much emphasis, why the big bodies or your statutory bodies are not really focused on connecting filming and tourism, because they're sort of really, they're quite related, because a lot of us, even in South Africa or in Africa in general, we all know New York, we know America, we know England, and yet we have never been there. We know Dubai, and most of these places, we know them from films that we watch. We watch a lot of American films and we see how patriotic the flag comes and flaps around. So, which means that if somehow we can connect these two departments together, and there are some provinces, of course, that have mastered that. I must really applaud the KZN, for example. I know the KZN is in the forefront of that. They have understood the connection between filmmaking and tourism, between the arts, culture, and tourism. And also, is it Western Cape? Kana Cape Town in which province?
Yeah, Western Cape.
Western Cape, ne? Yeah.
Western Cape, they've actually mastered that. Now,
exactly.
Back to KZN. I remember that.
Okay, Mr. Malawi is frozen. You are unfrozen. Hey.
I'm back.
Yes, you were saying you remember?
The last film awards that we attended at KZN, there was a special category there, and that category was dedicated to the best music video. Now, the best music video that actually got to win that category was the one that was selling KZN more than the others, you see. Now, yeah, I think as we grow as a festival, that's where we need to also leverage to some of our potential partners, like our Department of Arts and Culture and Tourism, to say, you need to have this particular award because it helps you to sell the province. You see, because you can imagine if we have an award and a music video that's playing on Channel O that showcases a particular location of the Northwest, it then becomes a sellout, you know, to the province. Yeah.
Absolutely, Mr. Malawi. Okay, I want us to take a break from our program because we have got a lot in terms of this program, but we have a couple of more programs to go through. But there's a young man here whom we have punished enough, Mr. Malawi. I think we have punished him enough. Now it's time for him to say. Hey, Mr. Daniela, so we've punished you. You've waited 1 hour for your answer.
The punishment will repay in one day. So
the punishment will repay in one day. So, if I can just reiterate his story. You want to say your story?
One thing that I need to ask is some of the movies that we need to submit. Yes. Okay. The movie that we do sometimes we know like are we allowed to submit even if we haven't classified them?
Well, it's very interesting you say that, but let me tell you how it happens. As a film festival, the Film and Publication Board is going to give us a permit.
You can read my email.
Why are you so behind? Like your internet is...
It's okay.
Yeah, your internet is so behind, my brother. I spoke about internet like 3 minutes ago, so... I'm getting worried. Mr. Malawi, can you hear what's going on here?
I can hear, but it keeps cutting. Eh?
Yeah, the young man is so behind. Let's mute you, Daniel, because we understand your
okay.
we understand your question, so we're just going to mute you and then we will address the things that you are saying. Okay, so I was saying that in terms of the festival,
I don't know, my internet might be slow.
Yeah, it is very slow. It is very slow. So we are going to respond to you. Just stand by there, okay? Just mute your mic and maybe just remain in the waiting room of the studio. and then listen in on your answer, okay? Right. He's only going to get that. He's going to get that after another 3 minutes. He's going to get that message. So let's continue. He's going to hear it. So the festival is going to be given a permit to screen films. And that permit, we were told by the Film and Publication Board that we need to submit movies, all the movies that are going to be screened. We're going to submit the synopsis of those movies, where we're going to submit the titles and everything. And then the FPB is going to make a determination from those. They will see and they will know that, okay, this film is not good for public consumption. And obviously, after going through all the films, after going through all the films that will be submitted, then they will make a determination there. So your question in terms of, do we need to have your films classified? Well, as a festival, we have been told by the Film and Publication Board to submit the titles of the films, the synopsis of the films, their duration, and a lot of other things, and then they will take it from there. But either way, I believe that you do need to have your film classified. But remember, the way I understand it as a filmmaker as well is, if you're going to take your film to TV channels seem to, I don't know whether they've got their own classification within the TV channel, because films there are given a rating, but you don't really see the FPB sign there. But on Netflix, I have seen the FPB is now sort of rating that content. So yeah, it's a complicated thing. The best thing for you to do, and anybody else who is watching this who is confused, is to obviously come to the film festival and ask the Film and Publication Board yourself, because they are going to be there, and I'm sure they're going to have a Q&A to answer you some more. For now, hey, Mr. Malau, we can leave it there so that we don't end up overstepping our boundaries, ne?
Absolutely, Mr. P.
All right. Then the young man also had another issue of, he says that the closing date is too soon for him. I don't know whether he wants a special date or what. What can you say about that? Because, hey, Mina, I am not going to say interesting things. I'll break his heart.
Yeah, well, it's a tough one. The thing is, with the dates that we put there as closing dates have been well thought, because we also needed to give enough time for classifications and judgings, and so that's why then we had to put that date. Unfortunately, if it's later than the set date, hearts will have to be broken, and we'll fix them next year with the next session of the festival. Yeah.
I hope you heard that, Mr. Daniel. You look like you've got better internet now. Let me add him to the studio. Are you there? Can you hear us now? You seem to be better now.
I hear it, sure.
Yeah. So your heart is broken, but you have to try to.
No, now it's no longer breaking. I can hear clearly.
Okay. All right. So what the answer was, in terms of the dates, the dates are not so easy to shift around, because I tell you why, Daniel. There is a lot of things that have to happen after we close the film submissions on the 9th of July. Because remember, now we must close film submissions. You've heard the story of the Film and Publication Board that we still need to go to the Film and Publication Board and give them all the films that are going to be screened in the festival, give them the titles, and they also need the time to have a look at all the films. So unfortunately, if we don't close the film submissions on time, we are going to be seated with a situation where we have films, we either don't have enough time to, because also remember, we have got judges that are going to have to watch the films and select the films that will be accepted into the festival. They also need time to do that. And then after they have done that, we have to compile the films and take them to the Film and Publications Board for us to get the permit to screen the films. So you can see all those things that require time. That is why the current deadline for accepting films is 9 July. However, I hope I'm not going to lose my job for saying this now, because my director is here. If by the 9th of July, you have got your film and you have locked it, by locked it like a picture lock, you have a film and you've locked it. So like you've got a picture lock, you can submit that film and tell us that it's a work in progress, but it's a picture lock. And then we are going to use that on the basis of, this is your synopsis, this is the picture. Our judges are going to watch it. Unfortunately, we can't tell you whether our judges will accept it the way it is, because obviously the more incomplete your film is, the lesser the chances of your film being selected to screen in the festival. So let's hope that by the time we close and you've submitted your work in progress film, which is a picture log, we can then have another week or two before our judges start to judge. At that moment, I'm sure Mr. Malao would allow you to send back and forth your finalized film. I know one festival once did that for me, so I don't know whether Rustenburg Film Festival will have that exception.
And I know which festival did that for you, Mr. P. But anyway.
It wasn't Rustenburg Film Festival, by the way. It was a very big festival, by the way. One of the top 5 festivals in South Africa. But that was a long time ago. So yeah. So sometimes the rules can be broken a little bit, but it's not really breaking rules in this case. It's more like accommodating someone who is very passionate. So yeah. But we're going to respond to your email, Mr. Daniela. For now, we've got a job to do. We have to continue with our program. Mr. Malao, I'm going to talk about this one because this subject is very dear to me. I have a quotation here that says, and I crafted this when I was in the elevator. I said, music is the elevator of emotion through stories. Well, yeah, because music is so important in any film. It helps, and I don't want to preempt you. We are going to have top music composers in SA that are going to come in and talk about music in film. So we are going to have top guys. We have got a few currently that are confirmed, but we won't really want to say it now. We are going to wait until we have rounded them up. We are looking at getting the top 5 music composers in South Africa. We are gunning down. We're trying hard to get a hold of them. We are calling them. We are nagging them. We are in talks with some of them, but because they are not yet fully confirmed, we can't really disclose that. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I think we have covered this one, eh?
Yeah, we did that one, Mr. P.
This one we did not do, but we touched a bit on it. You did say that we are in talks with top broadcasters, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Now, this is showing us the current submissions as at the last time we ran a report on the 28th of June. Now you see here is the submissions that we have so far as a festival as at 28th June. And of course today, as it now, is slightly more than that. We have got enough, I think, submissions when it comes to documentaries, but we still need more submissions, particularly from local filmmakers, because most of the submissions we have here are actually more of international films, but we have great submissions locally, but we are still appealing to filmmakers locally to submit content. And I'm going to just post these emails here, okay, so that filmmakers that are watching this, and if you have got your film, we are accepting documentaries. What else, Mr. Kia? Documentaries,
made for TV films, your full-length features. Yeah.
And short films.
And short films, yeah.
Yes. So we are accepting films in those 4 categories: documentaries, feature films, short films, and made for TV movies. Okay. We already have exciting submissions from local filmmakers. So it's looking good so far, but we need as many submissions as possible so that we have a great festival and our judges are able to select very good films from the lot. So if you haven't submitted, you've got a complete project out there, a complete film, a complete a documentary or short film even, please visit our portals. We are on Film Freeway. If you go to Film Freeway and search for Rustenburg Film Festival, you will see us there. We are also on First Home. So just go there, or you can just pop us an email. There is submissions at rustenburgfilm.co.za. If you pop us the title of your film, your synopsis, and just a link to your trailer, who the director is, and obviously must mention in that email that you have the right to submit the film on behalf of the producer. If your name doesn't correspond to the producer of the film or one of the producers of the film, unfortunately, we're not going to look at that for legal reasons, of course. So please submit there, or otherwise you can go to our Facebook page. Let's go to socials now. If you go to our Facebook page, Rustenburg Film Festival, and follow us there, we have a link there, which you just simply click a link, and then it will take you straight to the submission portal. Okay, so it's much easier than you going to Film Freeway and searching around. Or you can send a WhatsApp to that number there, Shem, that person. Yeah. Yeah, I think I basically covered the most things, ne, Mr. Malau?
Yes. No, you did.
Now, if anybody is watching this and they have questions, this is your time now. We want to close this session within the next 10 minutes. We want to close this. So we are now inviting questions. If anybody has a question, they can drop in that question. But for now, whilst I'm looking for questions, Mr. Malau, please say whatever it is that you want to say, which I forgot.
No, I think we did cover a lot of things, and I have no doubt in my mind that this year's festival is going to be off the hook. I mean, if one has been following the festival throughout the years, and they have to see the program that we have put together for this year, they can surely confirm that there has been much needed improvement in the film festival. And yeah, we like this, and we like making films. We like opening doors for our communities, you know. And one thing that I really like about this festival is that we sort of in that 3 days bring into the Northwest all the doors that one needs to go and open in Joburg or in Durban, that the doors in particular that they might not even know. We bring them here for about 5 days in Rustenburg, and it provides a lot of networking opportunities, get to meeting everybody that you need to meet in the industry to get your film going. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we had a question from Mohotsi, but Mohotsi, I think we have already spoken to this. He wanted to know what is the process of submitting our films to the festival. If you are following us, if you are posting this from our Facebook page, or you are watching this on our Facebook page, just go to our feeds. You will see there is going to be somewhere where it says submit your films, one of the posts. Just click on that, and then it's going to take you to a submission portal, okay? And then you can submit. Then we've got Litlohonolo. Litlohonolo says, please save video, of course. Litlohonolo, you can come back to this video and watch it again. If you had internet issues and those issues are gone, you can come back, rewatch, and listen, okay? Hey, Kimang or Stefan, aru batla umfedi code mun. Kia umfedi code mun. Hey, Mr. Malau.
He wanted a link.
A link.
Yes,
Okay.
to this broadcast, because he did ask if we on Zoom.
Ah, yes, I did see.
And he said the
Okay,
code needs the link. He wanted the link, so he thought we were on Zoom.
all right. Okay.
We will invite him for the next live streaming. We shall
Yes,
send him the invitation.
we will do that indeed. Sorry, Von Whitey, your internet looks better now. Maybe now is your time to speak now, because now you look much better. Kia is the one who's frozen.
Kia has been frozen forever. I don't even remember what I was saying earlier. So.
Yeah, no, we wanted to know what your position is, what your role is at the festival, what you do, what are you currently busy with now in preparation for the festival?
You want to get me under the bus now in public? It's okay. I'm the program manager of the festival. So basically, my role is to look at the program that Mr. B gives me and make sure that everybody who's done in that program is sent an invitation and make follow up, make sure they come. And if they don't come, I should find other people to come. So that's my job.
It's simple. In a nutshell.
I hope it was as easy as I'm saying it, because it's so frustrating. I didn't want to put enough time on speaking it, because doing it is just another level of work. Gee.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything to say to the people that you are inviting, so that maybe if they watch this and then they get an email from you they might be a bit kinder to you in their responses?
To the people that might get emails from Yvonne, if you guys are not being kinder, I might get fired. So it's important that you get kind, actually, first. And another is you were at the festival, or you saw it live sometime last year when we were doing it in September. What you saw last year was nothing compared to what's going to happen this year in September. This year is bigger, better. It's 3 times what we had last year. It's 3 times information. It's 3 times networking. It's 3 times. It has prizes to be won, not the T-shirts and the mugs that I was giving away last year, but we have cameras time. So you have to be there. It's important to you, to be there as a filmmaker in Rustenburg in Northwestern Africa, basically. So be the Rustenburg Film Festival, because we also want to grow with you. So grow with us. So tomorrow when we are huge, you should say, hey, Neklete in that got a second annual. So be there, please. I beg.
Please. At least we know one person who is going to be there for sure. This one. This one is going to be there for sure. He has been with us in this broadcast for forever, and he's been waiting, and his heart has been broken, but he's still here. Like, this man is dedicated to the cause.
Daniel was also there. He was there last year as well. I owe him a T-shirt, a Rustenburg Film Festival golf shirt. I'm gonna bring it this year, Daniel. I promise. The one that you wanted. He was also there last year, and then he did swear that he's gonna come back every year. So we have this one in the bag.
He has already promised. He's in the bag. Okay, let's hope it's not a body bag.
Don't be dramatic. We know you're a filmmaker, but don't be dramatic, Mr. B.
All right. So we have a question. No, it's not a question. Who is this one? Tabo says, please send me the link for the next Zoom. Why do people think things happen on Zoom all the time? Is it Zoom? Is Zoom the only one?
Because Zoom is trending.
Zoom is trending.
Of branding yourself properly. So it's something that, it has branded itself. So it's something that the Rustenburg Film Festival must do. So when people say I'm going to a film festival, next time people should ask, are you at Rustenburg Film Festival? So it has branded itself. We cannot take that away from it. But no, we are not on Zoom. We are on stream.
Yeah. Zoom not here. We don't Zoom here, comrades. We Zoom sometimes, and sometimes we don't.
Not Zooming.
No, not today. But thank you for that, Tabo. We are going to send you a link to the Zoom. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure from my side. Maybe if anyone has.
And Mr. B, please don't forget me for the workshop of filmmakers.
Yeah, Chief. Now we are ikhulumela because that workshop and applications are going to be open, and then. But you see, this man is a typical hustler. He doesn't waste time. So
yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Daniel, you have to stay on the lookout on our Facebook page and Instagram. We are going to take out the call. We're going to publish
which workshop is Daniel talking about?
He is talking about the filmmaking masterclass, the one that's going to run over 2 days and very intense one.
Oh,
No, it's
the
talking
writing
about the
one.
masterclass. Yes, that masterclass. Yeah, the filmmaking masterclass.
The writing
So
masterclass.
yeah, it's a writing plus directing. It's a big one, that one. So we are going to take
The
out
master classes are very important, because and
the
actually master
masterclasses are very important.
classes, needs those people that actually have been doing the work, on the ground. They a setup and everything, like to a how do you do your 2-pager, everything. It needs those people that can actually they need to know a what if premise, so I think Daniel is in the right path here. Some blame.
Let's hope he is. Let's hope he is. So please, you can make sure you follow us on the Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, because Instagram is very interesting and photos, and we are visual people. Follow us there. YouTube channel, if you want to watch the streams, they are automatically saved there. And then that number, please send WhatsApp only for important things. Otherwise, I think from my side, I am very happy with how today went. I want to give the opportunity to my colleagues to close off and also remind you that this is the first of this series. We are going to be talking more about what is coming in the festival. In later series to come, we are going to start featuring the people who are going to be offering these workshops. They will come here and they will tell you, they will give you a trailer, a trailer, like a glimpse of what they are going to be talking about in their workshop. So please stay tuned for that one. It's going to come. We are doing things differently this year in Rustenburg Film Festival. So stay with us. It's going to be fascinating. Any closing words? Any closing words from Mr. Malao? And he is frozen. Any closing words from Yvonne? And she is not frozen, but she's
What? I'm not frozen. Wow.
No, you're not.
I see this.
You are not.
You know what? Closing words. I think I'm very glad that I'm at the program, because I see a lot of people who did here actually made some, like Daniel here already done 3 films that I saw somewhere in Mumafaratlling. So I'm hoping that we're gonna have a great and we will do what do you call those or other places we do, because we really want to make it big this year. We want to take it to the other places at the same time. So please dedicate the 3 days to the Rustenburg Film Festival this year. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And here are the dates one more time for this year's festival. It looks like it's quite far. Well, that is for you who's just coming to attend. But for us that are working, this date is just around the corner. And it means working as fast as we can to make sure that this happens. So make a date, save those dates. Let me remind you that Friday is the National Heritage Day, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is Heritage Day, right? That Friday.
On the 24th.
On 24th, yes, it is Heritage Day. So we are hopefully going to have
24th.
Yes,
we should have a theme for that.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Truly appreciate everybody. Thanks to my silent partner, the coordinator A.
Ciao, ciao. Enjoy your night, guys.
Thanks, Daniel, for staying with us all this time. Truly appreciate. And on behalf of the festival director, Mr. Malao, who is dropped out of the studio because of internet connection or load shedding or both, I would like to say thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hi, Ruzima. Bye, Ruzima. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Mr. Malao is back. Mr. Malao, you are back while you are saying bye. Bye. Do you have any closing remarks, sir?
Yeah, no, we are hoping to strike it big this time, and we hope that we'll also, with these talks, live stream talks, increase our following in the social networks. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Those are our social networks platforms one more time. Follow us right now on Instagram at Rustenburg Film Fest, on Facebook, Rustenburg Film Festival, on YouTube, Rustenburg Film Festival. Don't follow us on WhatsApp. Just follow us on those top 3. All right. Thank you very much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.